What is up, guys? Carter with Jenko here from the Tackle Rat, and today we are going to be talking about the difference between expensive reels and cheap reels. Let's get started. So right here, what I got with me is just the base SLX $100 reel. Pretty cool looking reel for $100 and great reel overall. And then we got by far my favorite reel, the Bantam MGL. Very slick reel, tons of features that I'm going to be talking about with this reel, and with that comes a bigger price tag. So this reel is $350, not super high end like those Metaniums or those Aldebarans. Definitely would like to get my hands on one of those reels though in the near future, but for right now this is the most expensive reel I own, and then the SLX is the cheapest reel I own. So the first thing you're going to notice before you even pick up these reels, cosmetically, the difference between these reels. This Bantam, I beat the crap out of it, but still, brand new. I would say the Bantam looks a lot better in my opinion. This SLX is kind of a matte black finish. It's pretty good looking reel for $100, but as soon as you pick this reel up, you can definitely feel like it feels a little bit cheaper. I really don't know how to describe it, but it feels, I believe the frame is made of a different material, is almost what it feels like. And then this is actually what they call a core solid body. So this is a one-piece frame. I believe it's made out of magnesium. So with these two reels, obviously this $100 reel I've owned since last fall. Won it in a tournament on Lake Jacksonville high school derby and won this reel. So I've gotten to put a solid amount of time with it. Caught a lot of fish on it, Lake the Ozarks on a jerkbait. I use this for a lot of my smaller stuff, finesse stuff. Something that I've learned with these two reels, so with these more higher end reels, you're gonna get more high quality components. So that means gear teeth, gears, and all that internal stuff is going to be a lot more high quality, and that is the reason that I trust a lot of my more higher end reels with my heavier baits. So swim baits, I use this reel when in the summer I'll spool it with braid. Right now it's got fluoro on it, and I'll spool it with braid, use it for a lot of my frogging, swim jigs, everything like that. This reel I paid a higher end price for it, so I'm expecting a little bit higher end performance, and that's what I get out of this thing. By far my favorite reel that I own, just because it's such a tough reel. If you guys watch a video by Tackle Warehouse, they talked a little bit about this reel, and it was actually kind of designed for doing that more heavy duty stuff, just because the gears, it's a little bit heavier reel. This reel is actually 7 ounces heavier than this SLX. But when I pair it with my Dobyns Champion, it doesn't really come all down to weight for me. With that Champion, they're just both perfectly matched, and that is a very well balanced setup. So I have no problems. When I used to own $100 rods, $100 reels, you can definitely feel that fatigue in your arm, your wrist after throwing it for a long time, and that is why this is such a great combo. Never feel that with this reel. And it's just a very high quality reel. I've had this reel for a little bit longer than the SLX, I think a couple of years now. As you guys can see, it's got some war wounds on it for sure, just boat rash and stuff like that. But the features that you're gonna get on this reel, so first, micro module gearing. So micro module gearing, what that means is the gear teeth on this reel are going to be a little bit smaller than what is on your base model Shimanos. So that's going to allow for a little bit smoother retrieve, just because those gear teeth are smaller. You can't feel it as much in the reel. And then this core solid body, like I was talking about, not only does it make this reel much tougher when it's a one-piece frame, but it transmits a lot of the feel from the rod into your reel. So you guys may not consider that when you're looking at a reel, but these higher end reels, the material they're made of and having this one-piece frame in a lot of the higher-end Shimanos is going to allow a lot of that sensitivity coming from your rod to transmit from the rod into your reel and right into your hands, so you can detect those bites. So it's not always about the rod. When you're looking to detect bites, the reel will also help as well. And then along with this reel, you also got more high quality bearings. So right with that, you're gonna have some better casting distance. And then you can also do upgrades. I use AC Slayers. He's a local guy. I believe his name is Ben. I'll leave his name up there, but he's been great to deal with. I'll send him my reels from time to time and tune up. I haven't gotten this one tuned up, but I've gotten a couple of my other ones with those orange seal bearings in them, and the casting distance improves so much. So when you get these reels that are a little bit older, I think I'm gonna do it with this one soon and send it in. Once they start to get a little bit older, you can replace the bearings, put orange seal bearings in there, and it'll put a bunch of new life in your reel and probably make it feel better than when it was new. Now, as smoothness goes, all reels personally that I've experienced right out of the box, they're gonna feel buttery smooth. In the factory, they probably, what I think, they just put a ton of grease inside the reel, and that's gonna make it feel very smooth. My SLX, I think, felt just as smooth, in my opinion, out of the box as my Bantam did. So, it's not really about that for me. It is nice to have a smooth reel, but I like performance. I like casting distance. I like having good drag, something that, just feels good in my hand. And that's really what it comes down to for me. But can't complain at all about this Bantam. I kind of neglect my reels, to be honest. I'll maybe service or clean these out like once a year, if that. And this reel's still fairly smooth. Doesn't make any weird noises yet, so pretty happy with that. Palm's very nice. This SLX also palms very nice, but it's just nice to have these higher end reels. You can feel the quality as soon as you pick up these reels compared to an SLX. But solid reels. And if you guys got any questions at all about either of these reels, leave a comment below. And that is an in-depth comparison on my experience with high-end reels and lower-end reels. I don't know everything, about the mechanics of how reels work and everything, but I'm just sharing my experience with these two reels, and just hopefully help you guys out on your next reel purchase. And we'll see you guys on the next episode of the Tackle Rat. Thank you.